So before I left, I asked you guys on social media to pop me some questions, as I wanted to do a quick Q&A while I'm away on holiday. And so a few of you guys did pop me a few questions, so thank you very much for popping me these questions, and I'm going to answer a few of them for you quickly. So first question is from Vanner Sankel, and we're going to do this on the fly, guys. So he asked, list all the positives and negatives of being a bodybuilder. So firstly, thank you very much for your question, Vanner. On the positive side, I love the training aspect of bodybuilding, and I love what it does for your health and how it makes you feel. Good endorphins, and it's also a great tool to stay motivated. It teaches you about self-control and discipline, and bodybuilding is also a way to give direction to your life. So if you can master a diet, and if you can master a training program, you can master anything in life. So that's the biggest positive out of bodybuilding for me. It teaches you discipline, and it's something that I suggest everyone tries at least once in your life. As for the negatives of bodybuilding, I don't like the stigma connected to bodybuilding. There's a lot of people that see it as a sport that only people try that get in posing trunks and get on stage. And yes, it's vanity, and there's a vanity aspect to it because you're training to look good, but that's not all it is. I also don't like the stigma connected to it that all people that does bodybuilding is on some sort of performance enhancers, because that's just not the case. Yes, there is a small part of the bodybuilding community that gives bodybuilding a bad name, but in general it's a way to stay healthy, and it's a good way to keep yourself motivated and to give direction to your training. So I hope that answers your question. If I pronounce your names wrong, guys, I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. Second question is from Meow Phillips. I hope I pronounced that right, buddy. And he asked, who is your favorite YouTuber? Now guys, this is a bit of a cliche, but unfortunately Christian Guzman. Not necessarily because of bodybuilding and fitness, but I've just been watching him from the beginning, so I find his channel interesting, and that's that. Alex Mershon asked, describe what a perfect day would be for you from start to end. Thanks, Alex. Thanks for your question. A perfect day for me is, I don't have really big aspirations, or I do have big aspirations, but I don't really have a specific day, a perfect day in my mind. A perfect day for me would be a day where everything that I've got planned out, because I'm a meticulous planner. I plan everything from when I wake up to when I go to bed. A perfect day for me would be, I guess, if everything I planned out goes according to plan. So small things, if it's your breakfast, if it's your lunch, if it's your training, for me a perfect day is everything that falls into place, and when the day just runs smooth the way it should run, without throwing obstacles onto your path. That would be a perfect day for me. Russo asked, ass or boobs? Am I ass man or boobs man? Only you, Russo, only you'll throw in a comment or a question like that. Unfortunately, I'm an ass man, and that's all I've got to say about that. John Augustenberg asked, he's got 3 questions. How did you come up with Ghost Nation? Well, thanks for your question, John. It's actually an interesting story. Ghost Muscle, firstly, I need to explain where that comes from. Ghost used to be my nickname when I used to be a rugby player, so that was my nickname, and then it just made sense when I started the YouTube thing. I was training to look better, so hence Ghost Muscle. And then when I started, the channel started developing, I started looking into, I used to play rugby, as I said, and in 1995 the South African team won the Rugby World Cup, and they had a slogan on their touring bus saying, one team, one country, one nation. So for us South Africans, it's a reconciliation thing where a lot of us come from different backgrounds. We've got different cultures in the country, and we promote this unity of all nations. So I thought it would be a cool idea that if I start my own channel, that the people that are associated with it and has the same goals, dreams and aspirations that I do, that we are then Ghost Nation. So that's how I came up with that, and that's where it stems from. His second question is, cheat meal or cheat day, what works best for your body? Well, thanks John. I've got the body type that if I put fuel in it, it grows. So I'm almost 90% of the year I'm on a cut because I'll get massively big. I used to weigh about 143 kilograms before I started my fitness journey. So I'll have like just a little bit over my maintenance level and I balloon up. So for me, a cheat meal definitely works best once a week, but it normally ends in a cheat day, let's just be honest. But yeah, cheat meal works better with my body. His last question is, what motivates you to keep pursuing your goals? My family motivates me. My little girl Carlene motivates me a hell of a lot because I want to stay fit and healthy as long as I possibly can, so that I can one day play with her, be outside, because being an ex-overweight person, I wasn't able to move around a lot. I'll walk from the couch to the door, I'll be out of breath, so I never want to go back there. So that's a huge motivational tool for me to stay active for my little girl. And then I've also got an internal drive for myself to prove to myself that I can maintain this body and that I can keep going and forward with this fitness journey. And then of course you guys, all my YouTube friends, all the subscribers on YouTube, all the channels that I'm supporting and that's supporting me. I started this YouTube thing also as a tool to keep me on track, because if I have to upload a video, I have to go train, I have to diet, I have to plan, I have to make sure that the video gets uploaded. It keeps the machine rolling. So you guys are there to inspire me as well. It's not only one-way traffic where I try to inspire people that's watching YouTube. I'm subscribed to a lot of channels, including yourself, John, and I find inspiration in every single one of them, and that's what keeps me motivated. I'd say my family, you guys, and the YouTube community, and then internal drive. That's my 3 biggest motivational factors. So that's all the questions that I got. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this look into my stay here at the Aurum Lily log cabin, and the next video, or the next couple of videos, was also shot here, but you guys will see me back in the gym as of tomorrow. So fresh content coming soon. Remember to dream it, achieve it, and thank you for watching. Peace.